Hey, what's up with you? And welcome to the Steel City Man channel. This is the second COVID-19 lockdown vlog. Did one yesterday, if you were lucky enough to see it. If not, try and get a look. So this is vlog number 2. Yesterday I did some poetry. I'm following on with this series of vlogs. I'm going to do a little bit more. The next one is, it's quite a famous one. Most people probably know it. I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It was written by a guy called Leon Marks. He was born in 1920 and he died in 19 again. He died in 2001. He was a London guy, and during the Second World War, he was a writer, a playwright, and also a cryptographer. And during the Second World War, he didn't quite make the cut for working at Bletchley Park. But what he did do, he headed up the cryptography department at the SOE, a tremendously important organisation, and they specialised in compiling codes for our agents over in occupied France and the French resistance fighters. He invented the use of poetry to provide a key for the code, and initially it were quite successful, but then the Germans they were able to crack the codes quite easily. The crafty, cunning devils, they were using famous poems, well-known poems, to provide the key for these codes for the English or the Allies. And the Germans had got a load of poetry anthologies, and all they had to do was simply find the poem and they virtually cracked the key. So what Marx started doing was using his own unpublished poetry. So they got no key to follow, if you like. They couldn't decipher the key out of the poem because nobody knew it. And that proved quite successful. And this poem that I'm going to recite, it's The Life That I Have. It's more commonly known as Yours, or Yours and Yours and Yours. But it was written by Leo Marx on Christmas Eve in 1943 in memory of his girlfriend Ruth, who tragically died in an aircraft crash over in Canada. But this particular poem he gave to Violette Szabó. You might remember the film that was made about her, Carve Her Name with Pride. And this poem was a key to the code that he handed over to her. So in fact this poem was actually weaponized in that it fought the Nazis. It was written by a British intelligence officer. It commemorates the death of his girlfriend, and it was smuggled over to France, where he gave Violette Szabó this poem. He put it into French hands, and unfortunately, as we probably know the story, Violette Szabó was captured by the Nazi Gestapo, and she was horribly tortured, and she was murdered by the Gestapo. But bless her, she never divulged the secret of the key. She took that to her death. So again, it fought the Nazis. It was compiled by a British intelligence officer. It commemorates the death of his girlfriend, and it was smuggled over to Violette Szabó, who very bravely gave her life in defence of the key code and her country. So here it is. I'll just get it up on my phone. It's I can never remember it all. I've got a terrible memory. So you'll have to forgive me if I keep glancing at the words. The Life That I Have by Leo Marx. The life that I have is all that I have, and the life that I have is yours. The love that I have of the life that I have is yours and yours and yours. A sleep I shall have, a rest I shall have, yet death will be but a pause. For the peace of my years in the long green grass will be yours and yours and yours. There you go, Leo Marx. I think that's a brilliant poem, and it's got a bit of history to it as well. Other than being literary, well written, it's got some historic value as it was used in wartime. So that were it. It really stirs me, that poem. And all right, I didn't really get much of it before I learnt about the history of the poem, what lies behind it. I didn't realise at first that it was the key to the code that Violetta Szabo had. When you do know these things, it makes the poem even more poignant. It's truly wonderful. It's a brilliant poem. I love it. I hope I've not bored you too much with this. It's only another short vlog. I don't know how long I've done. I can never remember to tell time. Oh, that's fine. I've done 9 minutes 30 seconds nearly. No doubt I'll trim a few of the ums and ahs and jumping about bits off. I was set to do it outside. It were quite bright sunshine, but I'd just got all my gear set up and it started raining, so I had to rush back inside. So I set it up in here in the library. I've just got it finished, and guess what? The sun's come out. It's a lovely afternoon again. You just can't win in this country with weather. You don't know what it's going to do. Anyway, that's another blog to poke in the eye of COVID-19. Like I said on the last one, up yours, COVID-19. I'm quite happy, thank you very much. I know we all could be happier, but hey-ho, we've just got to get on with it. Thank you for tuning in to the Steel City Man channel. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.